Hello, folks. Welcome back to Star Wars Racer Episode 1. I could, say hello, folks of YouTube, but hello. And I'm Brian Harrison with Harrison Ultimate Gaming. Uh, we're back with Mars Guo. As a friendly reminder, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video, and hit the bell notification to be reminded of new videos. I do post pretty regularly, so yeah. If you're on Rumble, don't forget to follow there. All my Rumble people, thank you so much. And yeah, don't forget to follow and like and comment over there. And that's all for that. But there's something new. So watch the end of the video. Um, Instead of trying to tell you about doing playlists and stuff, I have never really messed with it, so I didn't really do anything. But I decided that I'm going to post the playlist, which should be at the bottom of your screen at the end of the video, and at the top of your screen should be the last video I had done. So that's what I'm starting to do. It's something new for me. I just uploaded videos. I never really cared to mess with it. Plus, I always kind of felt like I know people done it, and I didn't. I guess I just never really, I just never really did anything with it. So, but we'll talk more about it as we go on and race. But let's get started with him. Let's get on the track. We're down here. We'll see if we can win with one of these guys, because if you win with one of them, doesn't matter. You can still move forward to the next track. So you can't even see the next track. I don't even know what it is. I could probably look it up on YouTube to see, but I choose not to. So yeah, let's get started. And here we go.
Welcome, pod racing fans, to Ando Preem, home of the benevolent Andovi Bindu monks. Your host, the wisest of the wise, Ten Abu Donba. It's the little human boy, born on Tatooine, Anakin Skywalker. Well, let's hope he can just finish the race.
All right, here we are. We are off and running on the track. But anyway, yes, I did something new, and now I have something to talk about. And I'll talk about in other videos as I do other videos, because I don't know who's watching everything. Are you watching it? Some people could be watching everything, and other people may not be. Some people are only into certain games, like GTA. Some people don't mind if they watch other games. So I personally like all games. I'm curious and fascinated by a multitude of games. Oh man, talk about death. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. But I'm excited about something new I'm trying. At the end of the race, you will see. After I upload it, I usually mess around with it then, because there's a thing on YouTube where if you've been on YouTube long enough, I sort of knew about it, but I think I ignored it because at the time when I was uploading YouTube videos, from what I remember, it wasn't really a thing. You just hope people discover your videos, and of course making playlists eventually became, obviously making playlists became a thing. I'm dating myself a little bit here, because I started filming back in 2005 before I knew of a YouTube. That's what happened. I started filming back in 2005, and I think YouTube was launched 2006. So yes, that's when I started making videos. I made videos on a VHS-C camera, which was cool back then. That's why I have older equipment, because back then I was invested, and I still am, but I was invested, and there are people who believed in me, and I had a few opportunities. So I'm very thankful for that. And, I got, as a result of that, I got some older camera equipment. I still have them. I have some VHS camera equipment that I enjoy. I can't use them right now. They're stored away because they're just big. They're big and bulky. Cameras back then, that's when television cameras were not like, they still make some cameras that are big. You can buy them. They're expensive. But they were back then. They were huge. They're even huger than they are now. It seems like they were just huge cameras. But so, and they had those for a long time. Even when I was a kid, they still had them around, and some places still used them. It was before they forced everybody into this new digital age, the new digital age of HD and um, yeah, HD, and that's it. That's the higher quality. Um, and they wouldn't have done it if they weren't told they had to. So all these companies all of a sudden had to find money and cameras. And if you were running a actual TV station, not a YouTube channel, you were forced into this new HD, which you see today. Like unless you're watching Pluto and stuff, they're playing the old stuff that used to be played on TV, and some may still do it. Some may have like I know some places will still play some of their old stuff, but they have to at least be capable or even running some of their stuff. It doesn't mean they can never play their old stuff, because I've seen some that still do it. So we're actually doing pretty good with this guy. But anyway, yeah. So at the end of the video, I know they came out. I don't know when it came out. That was an update that you could do cool stuff. Because when I was doing YouTube, I was just excited to have YouTube. I know there's playlists. So when I was doing YouTube, there were actually playlists. That was the thing to do, and that was the better way of letting people know that that it would. I guess it would tell people if you made a playlist at the time that that there was another video or whatever, something that could be, or you had to tell people that there were playlists or whatever. So, um, so yeah, we have a playlist. And what else is there to say? So, yeah, at the end of this video, I talked too long about this, but at the end of this video, I've started the other day with the other video. At the end of this one, you should see, it's new for me to do. You should see like a place of my logo and a couple, like a playlist. I put the playlist so you can just click on the playlist and see all the videos I started out with to now. There's been some changes. I'll say the first videos, or it's not that they weren't done. They're done on the same capture card. That's what's funny. The software had updates because it does 4K now and all that stuff. It's Elgato. I bought it when that was awesome to do. When gaming was improving and they were starting to sell capture boxes for that. And because before then, my first capture box, I'll tell you, was not, well, it was Xbox 360. So you know what type of cables were there. I mean, my newer one could, but accept both cables. So I got a capture box that was good for the, good with the software, and what do you call it? Yeah, it would either make a video file or you could put it directly on DVD. That's what it would do. So that was my first. It wasn't really even a capture box. I had capture boxes, but this was like more like a capture USB weird cable thing I got at the time just for gaming because they had improved it a bit. So I decided, and that's how I first did some of my videos for a console. For PC, I did try to use a software that you could kind of record your screen at the same time. I had mixed results on some of it. I know if you bought some of it, you could really do some really cool stuff, like you paid for it and stuff. And I know now you can, if you have two computers, you can hook from one computer, through a capture box and do it through another one, so you don't have to worry about screen lag while you're recording, because some people do that. And I think some of the problems is if you're doing something really, even if you have a decent computer, sometimes your computer just has a hard time running things. But anyway, that's how I started out with stuff, and then I got the Elgato capture box. So, but it was Windows 7, so that's what you'll see. We went first. Look at that. We'll be able to move to the next track and just move forward with the rest of these characters. And man, I did, even though I was horrible. I think I was horrible at some of this. This guy did really good on this track for some reason. Maybe it's just I'm doing better, improving. I hope that's the case. But I want to encourage you guys to, look at those playlists and recognize that when I just got started back, when I finally got started back in YouTube, which was like a year or so ago, um, and been more fervent about it, I was starting with older equipment, and I may use more of that older equipment. I have it; it works, so I may use it like my other cameras on other channels, things like that. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see what happens. But as I grow and develop, I'm pushing myself to develop and grow as best I can, and use what I can. And if I can get some things, I'll do better. But now we're up and doing this. But I want to thank you. Thank you for watching my little videos, and thank you so much. I've spoken, we won already, but thank you very much for watching my videos. God bless you, and bye for now.